Welcome to Arc Raiders gameplay. Finally, we've got some actual real high quality footage to look at for this new game, believe it or not, revealed in 2021, but the game has changed a lot since then. It's being developed by Swedish studio Embark, who have so far released the finals, which I think is an absolute blast, and that studio is made up of many ex-DICE veterans responsible for several past Battlefield games, notably BF1 and Battlefront 1 and 2. You can certainly see and feel that vibe in Arc Raiders in how it plays and its presentation. There's some lovely shiny graphics, world building, animations and detail here. And I've been lucky enough to take part in some of the playtests for this game over the years at various periods of development, and when I say that it changed a lot, I really mean that. This was originally pitched as a free-to-play PvE looter shooter with simpler mechanics, but now it's evolved into what Embark are calling a multiplayer extraction adventure. PvPvE, the trend isn't going anywhere yet. It's also going to be a premium product now, costing $40. When it was announced it was going to be free to play. It's a bit of a gamble perhaps, but let's see if it pays off. So then, in this video I thought that I'd tell you a bit about the game, what it is, and what you'll be doing if you decide to pick it up. When Arc Raiders launches, you'll be mainly located in a place called Speranza, one of the few places left in the Rust Belt. Underground and relatively safe from horrific Arc machines that have taken over proceedings on the surface, little remains of the world that we know today, and most people who are still alive live down there. But of course, there's a big need for materials from the world above, and this is where the main gameplay loop appears. You are an Arc Raider, tasked with scavenging the remnants of a lost world to help your fellow survivors and traders, yes, but also you've got your own agenda, you're looking for adventures and opportunities to thrive in the desolate world above. So what's the gameplay experience like? Well, I'll dive into the quests, crafting and progression in a bit, but you should know the drill with extraction games by now. Gear up, get ready, go in, loot, fight, don't fight, extract. If you die along the way, you'll lose everything, and in this game you can go in solo, duo or trio. You'll emerge on the map through a series of access tunnels and then begin to scavenge the surface for vital supplies and materials, many of which are connected to quests and loot runs assigned by the traders in the game. Secrets are scattered everywhere to be found, and a single round can last up to a maximum length of 30 minutes. And while looking around on the surface, you're going to encounter enemy Arc machines as well as other raiders competing for resources. We see fights in the latest gameplay trailer versus AI and other players. Some of the AI are wasps that fly around, these drone kind of things, and others are giant mechanical spiders. And sometimes engaging in a firefight with the enemy bots or other real players might be the only way out of a tight spot, so you gotta shoot. But of course, that's risky and it draws attention. And if you go down or a player goes down in general, a red flare will be shot up into the sky. Other mechanics will alert enemy players to your location too, such as using zip lines, and they trade easy traversal for startling roosting birds, which will give your position away. Sometimes being stealthy and cautious, especially as a solo player, might be a better option to stay alive. Alternatively, we did see in the trailer that the player attempted to talk with someone who wasn't in their squad, as the game does have both proximity and squad voice chat. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for that player as he was sniped by a different group from a nearby parking garage. During a round, there's going to be various world activities scattered around each map with extra rewards if you complete them. You can access locked doors with the correct keys too, and in the trailer we even see a player crowbarring off a secret door to get inside. As you may have noticed, many areas of the map don't have power and therefore no artificial light, so you'll be entering dark locations from time to time, forcing the use of flashlights to see. Exploring dark pharmacies and creepy research facilities, leaning into the jumpy horror elements of extraction games where your life and gear is on the line. Of course, great for players who want to hide in the shadows too and ambush you. Night maps are seen briefly in the trailer as well. I don't know if this is just a variation, but it's definitely there. As the round progresses, some of the extraction points will shut down, limiting your options to get back underground, which can result in a bit of a hectic rush towards the end, with multiple squads vying for the last remaining extractions. And success in this game means extracting with crucial materials for crafting and upgrades, or things to sell to the traders for hard-earned currency. This is where the metagame comes in, and we'll look at that now. So in this game, the progression is closely tied to your workshop. Building and upgrading crafting stations lets you build more advanced gear and equipment, like better weapon mods or unique gadgets. You can then expand your workshop to hold more crafting stations. The traders in Speranza give you quests in exchange for extra currency and experience, as well as occasional upgrades or items through different equipment based on their specialities. You can also invest the experience that you earn into a skill tree that lets you refine your own playstyle, and then you can use that new gear and skill set, take it back into a round on the surface. Maybe you'll be more adept in a gunfight now, get in there, see if you can extract. Some of the things that have been revealed are as follows. There are movement gadgets in the game like the grapple hook seen here, allowing fast repositioning or looting in high places. I'm sure there's going to be all sorts of hidden Easter eggs and locations you can only get to if you have this. You can switch camera angles to correctly peek a corner, very useful in combat. Security measures are implemented in the game already, including anti-cheat, and the recent tech test featured its own battle pass with unique rewards as you progress. So that's the basic rundown of things, and hopefully that's given you a good idea of what to expect from Arc Raiders. As I mentioned, I have played it a bit, and surface level, I would say it's like a very accessible third-person version of Tarkov with good graphics and performance. I expect that it will be quite polished on release too, considering all the tests that the game has had over the last 4 years, and based on how well the finals runs in general. When is it releasing though, and what on? Well, it will be on PC, on Steam and Epic Games Store, and also on Xbox and PlayStation. The release date is currently just 2025. We don't know any specifics yet, but I would assume that it's in the first quarter with its current trajectory, maybe March, April. Could be off to a promising start based on first impressions. The price tag though at $40 might be a difficult sell for Embark, as there are many quality free extraction shooter games out there now that are regularly updated, they have live service, but maybe they don't look quite as good as this, and also that barrier of the cost to entry is a good deterrent against cheaters. Cheaters love extraction games because they know that people get really angry when they lose their loot. Time will tell. And I'm going to leave it there for today, folks. Please do let me know your thoughts down in the comments. How are we feeling about this one based on the new gameplay and information here? Thank you for watching, really appreciate your time. Drop me a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike it if you didn't, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.